Now what about this chip? Is this all right? Hey guys, welcome back. Joe again here from Their World Aquatics. We're on a little adventure today. We're heading out to Butler, Pennsylvania to a company called Acrylic Creations, where a buddy of mine, John, has purchased a 450-gallon aquarium that he's waited 16 weeks to get. So we're going out there right now. We're taking Skylar with us and John. It's going to be about a 2-hour drive to Acrylic Creations, and we're going to meet up with Dave to see John's new 450-gallon aquarium. With that, let's get on the road. We're heading east. What about this chip? Is this all right?
What? Ain't no chip in there.
Just kidding. All right, guys, we've arrived at Acrylic Creations, and there's John's tank. Man, that's a beauty. That's impressive, man.
That's you. Okay, you're gonna have to back up.
All right, guys, listen. So we're here with Dave from Acrylic Creations, but not only does this guy build aquariums, look at these things. Wait, so you're saying you built these 20 years ago?
Yeah, about 20 years ago I built these.
Holy cow.
A buddy of mine had them at his house because I didn't have no room for them.
That is very intricate.
And then he's getting an apartment, so he had to bring them back. Yeah, they all work and everything. Yeah, everything works on
That's amazing. I mean, that is very cool looking.
Look at these.
Wow.
Bucket works.
What are you going to do with them?
I'm gonna probably just put them on put a shelf up somewhere and display them. Yeah, even
Wait a minute, so you did all that?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
Oh, forever.
So how are you doing this?
They're pinned. Each one of these are pinned.
Dude, you got way much. You got too much time in your
I had
hands.
a lot of time on my hands back
What is-
days.
So how long would it take to build something like this? Like this guy right here. Like how long is
I
that?
don't remember how long it took, but I would say it probably took a month to build it.
I mean, most of the people on my channel now they know who I am. I'm pretty slow. I mean, I'm getting the nickname of Slow Joe. This would probably take me about 5 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, that is slick looking. All right, explain to us like how the whole process works.
Okay,
Where does it begin? Somebody
what
gives
we
you a call.
We get the acrylic in sheets,
Where's that at?
and then they're over here. And this pile's been out to here before.
These are all different.
All different thicknesses. And Facebook and things like
And this is where you're slicing them.
Yeah, we just put a new sheet on here. A new sheet of, this is just like a sacrificial board.
Okay.
So that whenever the blade comes down, I mean the router bit comes down, it cuts into this, not into the
Okay.
CNC machine.
This is where you're doing all the programming or something?
Yeah.
Now this is when so you did my 720. Remember you built the top for the 720?
Yeah.
And if I remember, you put it on here, and this is where you cut out all the openings.
Right.
So you just program it in there?
Yeah,
and
we
just,
program everything in, and then just cut it out, and then router bits, things like that. This particular one it's designed to cut the board flush, like a pool table. Wow. To make it all so that it's all the same.
so once it's cut here, then what? You take it over here to the
And then we
main
take it
table?
over here. Then, well, like for instance, the tank behind you. I mean, that one was sitting here, and we'll put the base down and put the sides on, put the
So this
ends
is the
on.
main table. This is where everything
This
comes
is where we build the big ones. The little ones we build on
All right, so
there.
so what if I remember, like we talked about this before, like what's the biggest tank you did was 2,000? Is it 10?
It
Is it
was
10 by 4 by 4 or
4
12 by 4 by 4?
12 by 5 by 4.
12 by 5 by 4.
Yeah, it was 5. Yeah. Here, look at this. This is like, to show how much cutting we do. This is a piece we just took off the CNC machine. See, this is the sacrificial
Oh,
board.
wow.
I mean, it just cuts everywhere.
That looks like something you'd find up on the side of a pyramid. Can anybody understand this?
It says Biden sucks.
Wow. La 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 la.
La, la, la. You can delete that. But
Right.
I had to get that in.
So this table's where all the smaller stuff is
Yeah,
cut.
the little piece.
and the
As you
smaller
can
tanks
see,
are
we
built.
even use granite here,
Right.
so to make sure it's perfectly flat.
So not only are you doing the aquariums, you're doing the filters too. I remember you make a lot of sumps.
Yeah, a lot of sumps and things like that. Yeah, we just had 4 tanks go out last week. This place was filled with tanks.
Now,
everywhere.
if I
So we're starting
remember,
the next batch. See, like these are the pieces that are cut for the next batch of tanks, and I'll show you. Like, see,
what is that? Half inch, 3/4? What is that? Right there?
this is see, like this is a particular overflow that's going to be
Okay,
only
the
on the
wear
one
on the back of the
side.
tank. Okay, I see it.
And then let's see, where else are we? Right here. See how the rims are cut out here, ready to roll.
That's the top. or
That's the
something?
top of a 7224.
Okay. Okay, so what are these right here?
These are parts for another sump. Here we got the bulkheads go in there, the socks go in here, and then this is going to be put together. And it's got all the holes cut out and everything for the next sump I'm going to be building.
So all those come together as one
Yeah.
one big filter.
Yeah.
Kind of like he's got something going on right here, which I just showed you a few seconds ago. Same concept. So you got all these different bays here. Can we turn
Yeah.
this just a little bit? Here, I get it right now. All right. That's
Now,
where it
this
comes
one-
in.
This particular one also I wanted to show you.
Overflows to the socks.
This is
Couple
refreshing.
baffles.
See, this goes in here.
Is that like a rain plate or is that, what is
Yeah,
that?
It's where the bio balls go under here. And then this goes in here. Say, oh, when the water comes up and it'll run all along here and it'll drip onto the bio balls.
Right. Ah, and you made all that?
Yeah.
I like how you have these.
Yeah, that channels the water into where all the holes
Right, right, right.
It's gonna
And then
come.
rains down over the bio balls. That is very slick. I like that. Can I go ahead and throw that in the back of my truck?
Yeah.
Now, how long have you guys been in business?
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know.
I've known you for at least 10 years.
Yeah. It's
Longer
been-
than that.
Yeah, it's been 15 years at least of doing this. Let's see, where else?
Now, talk to me about the COVID thing. You said you've been bombarded.
Well, yeah.
Because of the
when
sneeze
the
guards, if I
COVID
remember?
happened, we were thinking, who's going to buy aquariums?
Right.
You know, but it turned out that we got into building the sneeze guards, and we were building hundreds, even thousands of them.
Sneeze guards.
Sneeze guards. You know,
Which is quarter-inch.
the quarter-inch thick. Yeah. I don't even have any here. We sold them all.
And that's just all local businesses, or is that statewide?
It was country. We had people. We had shipping them. We were shipping them to some people in other countries, in other states. I mean.
Wow.
Yeah, we were ordering 100 sheets of quarter-inch at a time.
Like 2 foot by 2 foot, 2 by 3, whatever they needed.
Yeah, whatever they needed. We were just cutting them out. That's all we were doing. Was building those things.
Now how many tanks? Like John's been waiting for, I think he was 16 weeks.
Yeah.
So is that the standard length right now, based upon all the sales? And,
Yeah, well, we're
COVID
slowing
coming
down
kind of
right
an end.
now. So, you know, now it's down to 12.
12 weeks. Well, that's good. I mean,
8
you're
to
busy.
12. Yeah,
You're busy.
right. There's all, like I said, all these parts are cut for tanks. And then we also do the laminate work, the cabinetry, like this is cherry.
So you guys are making cabinetry also.
Cabinetry for, and the metal stands are out. See, here's the metal stand. They're all powder coated. It's an 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches.
So you guys are manufacturing those here also?
Well, I got a guy that comes in and welds them.
Okay.
Yeah, because I could do it, but I don't have the time.
So,
tanks.
so how many tanks per year do you think you guys are going through right now?
And it'd be easier for me to. We build like say an average of 5 tanks a week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, and I mean it could be a little frag tank, or a big, like the one your buddy just got.
Okay.
You know, that's included in the 5. You see, an average. So that's
good.
That's 250 tanks a year.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good business.
Yeah.
Quickly load up the tank. We got to go.
Look at this run here.
What is going on here with this
We
guy?
built a cylinder for a guy, and a tall cylinder tank, and these are the cutoffs. This was a cutoff.
It's like a little miniature frag
I made a
tank.
little frag tank out of it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Now, do you still have that drop-down tank in the house?
Right here. It's right behind you. Yeah, it's still.
Oh, you broke it down?
Yeah, we took it down because we redid all the floors, the carpeting, and everything. So we took it down.
Look at this tank. I always like this right here.
Yeah.
Look how that drops down, guys. Heck, that's got to be 4 foot tall right
It
here.
is. It's 8 foot long, 4 foot tall.
I remember this setup. This was nice.
Look at the
Skimmer up there.
yeah. That's a skimmer that has three pumps to it.
Nice. Well, see, your business is doing very well. So, guys, this is Acrylic Creations, Butler, Pennsylvania. So once again, so if they want to get a hold of you, what, you got Facebook, or how do they find you? What's the best way? Just Google it and just type in Acrylic Creations.
Right. Yeah.
Butler, Pennsylvania. Their phone number is probably already on there, all that kind of stuff there.
It's on there. Yeah.
Awesome. So this is John's tank. This was 450 gallons, is that what it was?
Yeah.
8 by 30 by 36 with the overflow box on the
I
back.
love the beveled edges. That's beautiful. The beveled edges are beautiful. I like that.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Now I'm kind of jealous because all my tanks look horrible. This is nice. All right, guys, let's load this thing up. All right, explain this gun right here. So this
Okay,
is the weld on 40.
Yeah, this. Let me just take this off. See how it's got 40, 42 actually.
Weld on 42.
Yeah, and it's got 2 parts. See. And
I've
then-
never seen this
You've never
before.
seen this
That's
before.
slick.
Yeah.
Well, normally you get 2 separate containers and you bring them together.
Right, and it just brings it together with this swirly stuff on the tip. See it?
I do see it. Okay.
Okay. And then what we would do, we would just, and then we would have the sheet down here, the whatever, say 3/4 sheet, and then we'll put the side, we'll hold it up in the air. It'll be off the.
But all the panels are clamped together. Do you have like
Yeah.
a
No.
divider? What are you
They're all
using?
put on there singly.
Single, one at a time.
All right, guys. So this is just a quick example on how he actually brings the 2 panels together. Now, obviously, these still have the paper on them, so no big deal there. But you got the shim stock. So go ahead.
Okay, so what I would do is we rough this up with sandpaper. This all has to be roughed up with 80 grit sandpaper.
Okay.
The bottom of this and the top of this. And then I would run the glue across here like this, and just run the glue across. Okay. Now keep in mind this would be an 8-foot sheet. Okay. And then what he would do is Bill would take I'd lift up on this and make sure the glue goes in where it wasn't at
Right.
that point. And then we do the same thing on this side. And then we let it sit. And the glue, we don't put pressure on it. The weight of the panel is all you need for that to hold that down, and there's that glue line. It makes a glue line.
Okay. Well, how do you make it so that one is identical to the opposite side? I mean, the same pressure, it just comes down perfect?
Yeah, well, it's the same weight. Everything's the same. We're using a perfectly straight surface.
Interesting.
Yeah. So then we would just go to the other side, do the same thing, and then on the ends, you would, of course, this would be short. See here, like that.
Right.
This would be short at this end, so that the end panel would go and butt up here, here, and here.
So like on John's tank, you would have a 8-foot long, 3-foot tall,
Yeah.
multiple different shim stocks.
Yeah,
You'd run the bead all the way down,
all the way down,
and then just start pulling
and start pulling
shims
it
out.
Yeah.
And the whole panel just
Whole panel
settles
just
right down.
Set right down on there, and it squeezes on some of it.
Now, on the inside, do you have some type of something to capture the glue? Is it taped off, or you just come back with?
We just come back. Yeah, we leave it. Yeah, we come back with a razor blade. And
Most of that glue on the bottom of them sheets, it makes like a seal.
yeah, like as if there's an inner bead.
Okay, like a little 45.
Yeah.
And the outside of them sheets, that all gets routers after,
Yeah.
the sides and that are all on. He goes in and routers out.
Because this would actually be set in, say, this much. So that any glue that's here is going to be taken off with a router.
It gets routered off.
Flip the tank over.
No, we don't flip it over.
You route it right there.
Yeah, we just slide.
We just pull it off.
We
the
just slide
stand
the
there
tank
a little
off the
bit.
stand like this, and router the bottom. Router it like that.
Oh, I got you.
That's the same way with when the ends and that are all on, that all gets routed, and then he has that round bit that he does the corners, that rounds the corners in. Instead of making a corner square, he rounds them.
Like here, you can see this. See how this is rounded, but it's not buffed yet.
Okay. Well, you obviously know what you're doing,
Yeah.
because the tank looks pretty
Yeah, I
damn,
mean,
pretty
looking
damn
for
nice.
joints,
So in something like this, you just
Hey,
come
look,
back and
look
polish this
look
out.
at the joints. Yeah, it all polish out.
So this is what, weld on 3 or 4 right now?
4. Yeah.
So weld on 4, you're using,
So I use little pieces of wire,
right?
and I put these in here if I can find it there. Okay. Then I would put the glue and fill this glue the whole way along here inside there. And of course, you like Bill said, you'd be able to see it because obviously there'd be no paper on it.
Right.
And then you let it sit for a minute and a half, and then by that time you actually have to use a pair of pliers to pull this out. That's how tight they are. You can't just pull them out with your hands. And this is going to be a very primitive test, example, but just so you'll see how it's actually working. See how this is a side that I cut that side obviously.
Yeah,
You
rough
can't use
side.
that. Okay, there.
Smooth.
It's smooth. Okay.
All right, guys, he's going to show us a quick example on how he bonds 2 pieces of acrylic together real quick. This is going to be the, which one are you going to, this is the weld on 3?
Four.
4? Weld on 4?
Yeah. Now watch how it'll start sucking it in there. See how it's going in?
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see it.
You can actually see it. It's actually going right in and filling that whole area.
There you go.
And see how there are some air bubbles there. But that won't matter because when we set it down, now I would just let that sit for a minute.
Okay, so when does this weld on 40 come into play?
At anything over 24 wide or 24 tall. Well, at 24.
What about the thickness? Does that matter?
3/4.
3/4 inch thick?
3/4, yeah. I kind of make that determination just from experience.
Okay.
Like if we're doing a tank that just happens to be 1/2 inch thick, but yet it's 36 inches tall, we've made window tanks where they're only 6 inches wide,
Right.
and they're literally like 36 inches tall. So I'm using 1/2 inch. But I use this simply because of the pressure.
Okay.
The pressure on the water.
Okay.
I just know that from experience.
I got you. Well, obviously it's working. All right, well, we're going to get up out of here. So thank you, Dave, for the tour and showing us how you guys build these aquariums. I definitely like that gun. That is slick. Well, we obviously are going to be working our way back all the way to Ohio in this nasty rainstorm. I really hope you built that tank well. It's going to get its initial water test right now. Wow. All right, guys, we're on the road. What in the world am I thinking?